what represents warriors of wars past that have fallen in battle or have passed on to the spirit world. So they wear those eagle feathers in that respect. The straight dancer, however, you notice most of them just had one feather in their headpiece. And that represents a tragic time when the government took all of our feathers, burned them up, trying to stop our dancing. But it survived. It continued on. That's what the straight dance represents. Warriors dancing despite they don't have their comrades with them. They still continue to dance for them. And then later on, there was a couple, Tony Whitecloud and Larry Daylight and Gus McDonald were the first ones to create this dance. You're going to see the fancy dance. And the way that started, and it started in Oklahoma, was they started with traditional dancing, and they started adding a little bit more choppier steps. And as one would add more steps, the other would try to be more fancy. Eventually this evolved into two bustles, and today you'll see eagle bustles converted into fancy bustles, and you'll see them made out of turkey spikes with beautiful, beautiful colors. And they try to be as colorful in their dance style, in their dance steps. Now, what I'm getting to, the point is, this is not a dance that's just for men. It's also for women. And the reason being, this is an invented dance. This is not a traditional dance that was done thousands and thousands of years ago. This is an invented dance by our people for this circle, for your enjoyment, for the colorful colors, the fancy steps. So that's why when this young lady asked me permission to come in, I welcomed her with open arms, because you know what, back in my day, in 1980, 1981, I went to the World Championships, and both times I came in third place. Never could get past Akabu Rider, never could get past Joe Boynton. Those were number 1 and number 2 for those 2 years I was out there. And I was third best in the world. In every contest, I competed against a girl. There was always girls in our contest. And I never had a problem with that, neither did any other fancy dancers, because we know that this is an invented dance. It's not a traditional dance. This is an invented dance. And that's why, you know, we welcome you in here, because if you can beat that ugly guy right there, man, more power to you, young lady. That ugly guy coming in, he looks like his real dad, Fred Biddix, but I'm his, yeah. I know that was cold, but let me tell you what, this, she gives me the gift of tobacco as a payment for that. You know, in our Indian way, the gift of tobacco is one of the highest things you can be paid, so I thank that young lady for doing things in the right way. Now, this is my son, Nicholas, folks. He is my third to the oldest son. God's blessed me with a big family. I have 18 children and 30 grandchildren. And you know, my son Nicholas here just recently gifted me my 30th grandchild, Nicholas Daniel Bird Jr. But Nicholas was born, my 30th grandchild, with a growth in his throat. He spent his first 3 months of his life, actually almost 4 months of his life, in intensive care. Well, they continued to put a trach in. He had to go through the infection thing. He had to go through many series of operations. Today, he has to have a nurse with him 24 hours, 7 days a week. But this little boy's a fighter, let me tell you, man. Every time you walk in, he hears old Papa's voice. He'll open his eyes and that big smile comes out. And I know that one day you can see that twinkle in his eye, knowing that one day he's going to be out here dancing just like his father, like his grandpa did years and years ago. So we'd like to share this with you. Please give a nice hand to our fancy dancers. Bird Chopper, here we go. How about a hand for him, ladies and gentlemen?